What's up, guys? It is Jonathan with One Big Impact. So today's video, I'm going to try to make it really quick, but I want to cover something that I feel is really important because of all these at-home workouts and everybody's going and stuff like that. It seems like not much is available on the internet in regards to supplies. Like, not everybody's going to find a bench press, not everybody's going to find a squat rack, not everybody's going to find plates, or even dumbbells are hard to find right now. So I'm coming to you today with a resistance band full body workout. Understand that the main focus here, while you're not going to the gym every day, is basically hanging on to muscle. If you can put on size during this process, or if you can get better conditioned, then that is freaking great and that's awesome. And I really give you put more power to you, because I've definitely put on muscle throughout the process. I feel like it's actually been more beneficial because I can get more on point with my meals, more on point with my lifting, because there's no travel time. I'm literally sitting like right here and I can do everything as I'm here. So without further ado, we're gonna go through 3 basic compound exercises first. Where every time you do a workout, by the way, if you're new here, please like, share, comment, subscribe to our channel, and also check us out on Facebook. Our group is called Healthy Living for a Healthy Life. Now, I'm gonna do the bench press, the squat, and the the deadlift. So I want you to remember, you can always stack these bands up. These bands are going to be, there's gonna be a link in the description below. You have, the only one I never used is the black one. So the black one is going to be, so you got medium, low tension, high tension, and extreme tension, meaning like the resistance that they're going to provide or that they're going to take away. So if you're doing like pull-ups and stuff like that, a lot of people will buy these specifically for pull-ups, but that's sad because these can be literally popped inside the pouch and used. Literally all of these gonna fit inside a backpack if you're traveling or whatever. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to put these right here on my bench, and I'm just going to put them under me. I just did it a minute ago, and I'm gonna do 3 sets of 12 really quick. Something that you have to remember that's really cool is you're gonna have a lot more time under tension, but you're going to get more resistance towards the top of lifts and then less resistance as you come down. So it's actually pretty freaking sweet. So I'm gonna take this, and if you're laying on the ground, you're just gonna roll it right under your back. I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna put it under my bench because I actually have a bench right here. I'm gonna put my hands under hand grip, grabbing it. You can see it right there. I apologize. Maybe I can fix my camera a little bit so you can come down here and see what's going on. There we go. So I'm gonna reach around, if I can get my damn arms under there. Now, I just did it a minute ago and it wasn't quite enough tension for me, but I'm gonna do it again now, and I know this is taking a while, I'm sorry. So you're gonna come down, you're gonna bring it around, and the same exact thing if you're on the ground. So we're gonna go for 12. And to be honest, I could probably use quite a bit more tension, but that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. I want you to do everything that you see. I won't have time to do it today because the video will take forever. 3 sets of 12 of everything, if you can. If it's a little bit more intense, maybe do 8s or 10s. But always remember, and I'm an online personal trainer and also an in-person personal trainer, you have to do more over time, whether it's through volume or intensity or both, to be able to grow. If you don't, you won't. Next exercise, we're going to do deadlift because it's my favorite. Okay, just to show you real quick, my current deadlift max just got up to 565 yesterday, so I'm actually pretty excited about that. I haven't been deadlifting forever, but I've been on a mission to hit 686 So I'll talk about it later why I'm trying to do that. What's your deadlift max? I want to know in the description below, in the comments below. So put your bands, whatever amount that you want, in a circular pattern, and you're going to see why in a second, because you're going to step on that back half, a regular stance, or you can do sumo stance. That just depends on you. Now let's check this. Okay, so just like I said, you're going to step on this back part, okay? Understand, don't grab this top part. You're never going to get it up. It's going to be a pain. That's what she said. Don't ever let your resistance bands come out of your hand. Grab it as low as you need to, get down into your deadlift position, and come up. If you notice, I'm trying to keep the exact same position that I would be during a regular deadlift. Don't underestimate bands. Don't underestimate lightweight. A lot of people, including myself, the only time I've ever been injured, knock on wood, on a squat was actually when it was just the bar. I believe it or not. I dropped down, sprung out of it, boom, pulled my hamstring, screwed up. So don't ever underestimate the weight here or the weight on the bar. Always respect the weights. Just like electricity, it doesn't give a damn if you want to get hurt, because it will hurt you. So be careful. Next exercise is going to be, those actually got me winded, believe it or not. That was a good one. Next is going to be squats. Let's go. Okay, same thing with the squat. You have to remember that any form that you're going to be using with your regular lifts, really try to focus really hard on adapting that and making sure that you're going to continue the same exact form throughout this exercise. Now, I will say it's a little bit more challenging with the squat because it's actually a very complex movement. Meaning like there's a lot involved with the squat, and you want to go through the same checklist, but it's going to be a reverse squat. It's going to be a squat in the reverse. So it's going to be completely different because you're going to be starting at the bottom. So I would start with a light tension band, making sure that you can actually lift what you're attempting to lift, okay? So I'm a pretty wide squatter, so I'm going to be out here, if not a little bit further usually. I'm going to get under this, okay? So I'm going to come under here, get all the way up on my shoulders, almost like a Zercher squat. I'm in the position in which I squat, get my back up so everything's firm. I'm going to bring it up, 1, 2, knees tracking out with the position of the feet, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Just like I said with every other exercise, do not slip and let the bands go. And if you do, video that shit because it'll be freaking hilarious on YouTube. Okay, compound exercises are done. Now, pardon me, but the reason I'm actually doing the exercises in this pattern, meaning getting the compound exercises done first, because they're multi-joint, multi-muscle exercises. And if you want to get the most out of those, you have to get them out of the way first. And then you're going to go to the isolation exercises, like things like bicep curls, tricep extensions, and everything else that we're going to do. So let's get ready. We're going to do some bicep curls and hammer curls. Okay, same thing. You're going to be stepping on the band. Now remember, it helps me out tremendously when you guys use my links. So if you pick up these bands or any other bands, I'll put a basic link to a page of bands, and you can pick your own, or regardless if you get these or not, if you go through my link within the next 24 hours, meaning like you click that link and then you purchase on Amazon within the next 24 hours, it helps me out tremendously. So I appreciate you and everything that you're doing in advance. So, same thing, Make sure you're stepping on the band. Always put the band in the arch of your foot. Don't lift your feet, don't do anything. You're gonna grab the band down low as you need. Just make sure you're on the same on each side. We're gonna bring it in like a bicep curl. That's too much. We're gonna bring them in like a bicep curl. Tuck your elbows. 1, nice and slow back down. Use that time under tension. 2, 3, 4, 5. Always keeping tension on the band. All right. Next, we're going to do hammer curls. You remember, 3 sets of 12 of everything if you can handle it. If you're brand new, don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. Ready? So, we're going to drop them out like this. Make sure you don't drop them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep it going. 6, 7, 8, 10. I'm not even kidding. That is a hell of a burn right now. The cool thing about bands is it's always tension. It's always tension. It's keeping going, keeping going. I have like a significant burn right now. So next thing we're going to do, we're going to do side shoulders. Side, like a leaning delt raise, okay? So I'm going to show you right here. You may need to lean up against a door frame or something like that. I could probably just hold on to the bar here. We're gonna put it under our opposing foot, okay? So we're gonna go here, leaning out, trying to take away any ability from being able to cheat, basically. So we're gonna bring it up. 1, 2. That is ridiculously not enough pressure. Let's get a little bit more. Okay? We're gonna lean out, holding on here. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's probably a little bit too much pressure. And then we're going to do the other side. Well, I need to do the other side with the purple band. Same exact thing over to the other side. So remember, leaning out, trying to take away that ability to cheat. Now, it's not going to be so prevalent when you're doing something like this, but if you're doing dumbbells, we can do all this rocking and stuff. You're not going to be able to do that when you're hanging out. So I'm going to come out. 1, 2. I'm not even lying. I'm sweating. This is a workout. Hopefully you get your bands and follow along. Let's do it. All right, we got the side delt. Now we're gonna do some front raises. Interior. Narrow stance for your feet. If you need to tighten it up, just add the bigger band or open your legs a little bit more, all right? So we're gonna come up. Remember, just like weights, time under tension. You wanna make sure you hold it as long as you can. Good 1 second, 2 second count, and then bring it back down, okay? So, ready? 1, 2. All right, next we're gonna do tricep extensions. Believe it or not, I've been trying to do a lot of tricep work. Trying to build up my bench. My bench finally hit 305. I know that's horrible, but I've had a shoulder replacement. I wrecked a quad pretty bad, so I completely stopped benching for like 4 or 5 years. But now I'm bringing it back up because I'm gonna do a powerlifting meet next. I say that because everybody's all about your numbers and stuff like that. Remember, don't ego lift. Just lift for you. Lift with what's in your means. You may be a huge dude and you got a little tiny bench. Whatever your focus is, focus on that. Okay, next, you're gonna use whatever works for you as far as the tension is concerned. Remember, if you get sloppy, you wanna lower the tension. Get a smaller band. You know, grab it up a little bit higher. It's no big, or a little bit lower. It's no big deal. All right, ready? 1. At the bottom, try to spread them apart. 2. Keep the tension the whole time. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Nice and slow, back up. 11. 12. That's not bad. Next, we're going to be doing lat pull down. Let's check this out. I totally freaking lied. We're doing barbell rows. Okay, so something that's in my program right now, I'm doing some 5x5 work, building up my strength and everything. I'm doing barbell rows. I had my clients the other day. We were at the park. We're doing training in the gyms, or in the parks right now because we can't get into the gyms. But feet about shoulder width apart. Remember, you're doing the same exact thing. If you need to for extra tension, just wrap your hands around another time. Okay? Now, you can do these any which way you want. I do them parallel to the floor. Some people do them up here like a Dorian Yates. They're pulling them like that. That's fine. I do them right here. I'm going to keep the tension, so I'm going to grab super low. Okay? Super low. Right here. 1, 2. If you don't think bands are a workout, you got another thing coming, mother. That was really hard to reach my phone. So, if you can see behind me right there, I got them I got the band wrapped around the post of the furniture. For anything that is intelligent, do something that's heavy enough not to move, especially if you're doing it with like the green band or something like that, a heavy band. Then you're just gonna put it on your feet. Make sure you got shoes on, because if you don't, it's just gonna slip off. And the reason you're tying in over there is because if you tie in on a different way, it's gonna smack you, and you wanna be careful with that. So you're gonna be doing hamstring curls right here. I probably should have said that 5 minutes ago. So bring them in. If you need to get far away from it, go for it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Push your hips into the floor. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, yeah, I feel it, 12. And that's on the purple band. One of my weaknesses is my hamstrings. But you can also do good mornings with these. You can do all kinds of exercises. Let's go to the next exercise. All right, next exercise. Same anchor point on the bottom of the dresser. The reason you're doing that is because if it's lower than the point that you're doing these leg extensions, then it's not gonna slide up your legs. If it's at the same height, it's gonna slide up against your legs. If it does, just tie it around your legs a little bit and you won't have that problem. So you're gonna loop your legs in. I'm doing the same number as the hamstring curl. I'm using the purple band. If ever you don't feel burn in any of these, just go higher reps. If you can't do it with good form with the bigger band, just go higher reps, okay? 1, 2, slight lean back is necessary, that's okay. Keep the tension. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, big squeeze at the top, 11, 12. Big squeeze. Good job. All right, last but not least, we're going to do some lat work. All right, guys, as promised, the last thing we're going to do is some lat work. All I'm using is like a protein shaker. I went through the lid and actually just put my little bands there and double wrapped them through. I'll put a link in the description below. They got these little door hanger things or whatever, but you know what? I'm all about making whatever works, and I know every single one of your damn asses got a freaking protein shaker. So, and if you don't, I mean, you could go get one. Walmart's open, kinda. So you're just gonna flip it over the door, make sure you're on the outside. I almost forgot. Gotta be on the outside of the door. The reason for that is because if the door opens, it's gonna smack you in the damn head. And even though it's a little protein shaker thing at Mach 5, it's gonna bust you up. So make sure that ain't happening, okay? So we're gonna flip that sucker over the door. Let's make sure all the way tight. I'll pull it down. That way, there ain't no way for it to come further this way, if that makes sense. I use the 2 smaller bands, okay? Be sure when you're doing lat pulls that you're doing lat pulls not like this, like the guys you see in the gym, they're like rowing and stuff. Like that's pretty sure that's CrossFit. Ain't nobody got no damn time for that. So you're gonna bring it down, you're gonna pull through your elbows, not through your hands. Gonna bring it down, 1, keep the tension, 2, you guys, that's literally it, man. It's really that easy. It's up to you if you want to get your workout in, okay? There's so many people out there saying, I can't do it. I don't have the stuff, the equipment to be able to do it. You know damn well that's a lie. You don't even need bands. You can do push-ups and stuff. You can always adapt whatever you're doing to be able to work. That's the glory about being a personal trainer. That's what we got to do. If somebody's on the piece of equipment, we go to the next piece of equipment and we do our best to be able to train our clients no matter what circumstances. And I expect the same out of you guys. Remember, the link in the description below is to get the bands. But your motivation's got to come from you, man. You got to ask yourself, why am I doing this? You guys, my son recently passed away. I've been thinking about him a lot, really heavily. So if you could, just please say a prayer for him or send some good energy out. I really miss him a lot. This is him right here. Boo. It's been really difficult, okay? And if that's your why, my son's my why, my kids are my why, my kids have been my why for a long time, even before that happened. Whatever it is, just keep pushing because eventually you're going to hit your dreams, man. Be stronger than your excuses. Remember to spread love, not hate. Drink your damn water. Stay on track. Hashtag Team Boo for my son. Have a beautiful day. And thank you again so much for the support. Bye.